The monumental construction of the Stefansdom, with its most magnificent German Gothic tower, is the symbol of Vienna, imperial capital city of the past. The three-sectioned hall of the dome, with its late Romanesque western side, was built at the beginning of the 14th century, and its facade was only later widened and its steep roof erected. Within the dome, the impressive Wiener altar that was built on the command of Emperor Friedrich III is a masterpiece of design created by Anton Pilgram. The master immortalized himself in two different poses. The Pommerin is the second largest church bell in Western Europe. The Wiener Hofburg is a large complex of multifarious buildings, a collection of buildings that contain various architectural styles dating from between the 13th and 19th centuries. This was the Viennese residence and legislative centre of the Habsburger Dynasty, the emperors of the Holy Roman Empire of the German nation. The Burg, as it is called in Vienna, was the subject of Austrian destiny. For 700 years it was gradually developed, but the final grand plan never reached fruition. Golden emblems of the Habsburger Dynasty crown the building. In the Silver Chamber, there is a remarkable variety of exhibits that depict the magnificent regal life of past centuries. In the centre of the Hofburg is the Schweizerhof, that was joined in the Baroque era with both the Leopold and the Reichskanzlei tract. The Josefsplatz is encircled by the National Library and the side wing of the Winter Riding School. On its roof, Atlas supports the world. A mighty cupola extends 30 meters tall over what is surely the most opulent library in the world, once the Imperial Court and today Austria's National Library. Each day, Vienna's white Lipizzaner stallions partake in both training and performance. The impressive rondo of the new Hofburg is only half the circular building that was originally planned. In the bordering Burggarten, there is a small palmhouse, and in commemoration of the famous Austrian composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, a memorial. The Staatsoper is the most popular building on the splendid Ringstrasse. It was built in 1861, destroyed during the Second World War, and has since been fully restored to its former glory. The Karlskirche is a further important religious building of the Baroque era. A mighty cupola connects a central Roman temple by way of two triumphal columns and bell towers. The Plague Pillar is a reminder of the time of the plague in 1713, and also of the imperial vow to build a glorious church. Also located on the Ringstrasse is the Parliament, the state legislature. It was designed by Theophil Hansen in 1883 and took 10 years to complete. Mosaics of gold with classical motifs adorn the facade above the main entrance. The Greek-style building is decorated with numerous figures of the Hellenic culture. A large hall opens up beyond the classical pillars of the entrance to the temple. The substantial and resplendent City Hall is a neo-Gothic building that is also situated on the Ringstrasse, and adjacent, the Burgtheater, that was built during the second half of the 19th century. Following an assassination attempt on his life, Emperor Franz Joseph I had the French-style Votivkirche built in gratitude and atonement to Heinrich von Ferstel, the first new building since the Ringstrasse era. The former palace garden of Prince Eugen von Savoyen, the Belvedere, is a Baroque palace complex par excellence. A delightful park with wide steps and cascades joins the main castle with a hilltop palace. During imperial times, Schönbrunn Castle was situated on the edge of the city and was used as a summer palace. During the reign of Empress Maria Theresia, the building was completed in Rococo style. A well-ordered park surrounds the palace that contains more than 1,700 wonderfully preserved rooms in strong French design, and the top of the hillside is crowned by the Gloriette. The Neptun-Brunnen is a masterpiece of classical design. The Gloriette affords a glorious view of the palace. The Tiergarten Schönbrunn is the world's longest surviving zoo, an architectural gem of the Baroque era. The cramped living conditions of the original now meet today's highest standards. In 1882, construction of the Palm House began, a grand building of glass and iron that was to accommodate the imperial plant collection obtained from the expeditions of Maximilian. Vienna is a perfect melting pot of both old and new, a living heritage of world culture.